Welcome to Fusionverse, a show where we talk about anime, TV shows, movies, and games. And today we have an amazing thing that we're going to talk about, and that is the Cloverfield paradox. The movie that was heard around the world. And yes, it was, because this was probably just another one of my a favorite movie of mine now. Like, mainly just because of the series, the trifecta. This is so okay. I will be going. I will be telling you when I'm going to be going into spoilers, but this is the continuation of Cloverfield. Now, if you haven't seen it, if you chances are maybe some of you haven't. There's a movie known as Cloverfield. Okay, that was years and years ago, long time ago. Okay, long time ago, that you need to watch, and it's really amazing and really well done. I loved it. It was freaking just an amazing experience to watch that. And then there was another one that was released. I think it was a couple of years ago, and that is 10 Cloverfield Lane. And if you haven't seen that, you need to watch that one as well. And finally, this one, the Cloverfield paradox. And obviously, I can't just talk about this without spoiling it, so there will be spoilers. So if you haven't seen it, go see it and then come back to this video, because it's simply amazing. You can watch it on Netflix, and it's so entertaining to me, especially just how everything goes about. So you have been warned. And now let's get into the discussion where we will talk about spoilers and just how amazing this is. Just how incredible a job that they did for this movie. Now, I've heard that some people may not have liked it as much or probably disliked it. I don't know what they expected from it, but from when I saw the trailer, and if you haven't seen my reaction to that, go ahead and watch it, okay? It's the last reaction TV episode I did. I believe it's episode 8. But yes, I simply just found it amazing. And what I thought what it was going to be was like the origin of it, of this whole, I guess, the outcome of everything that was going to be happening. And in a way, I was right. I honestly thought they were going to go with an alien invasion. And in a way, it kind of is, but not really. You see, the whole world is going into this whole turmoil, chaotic, just frenzy because of oil. They need oil. They're like, just everyone is in a dire crisis, and it's just simply amazing how they're trying to handle the situation, because they're going up into outer space, into the space station, to basically do that, to provide this service, to have this, this energy source, to develop this energy source for the planet, so that they can stop this war, and that's what it's ultimately supposed to be. That they're just trying to figure out this way, and in this time, they haven't, created that there isn't any creatures. No creatures have attacked or anything like that. Apparently, the whole concept of that, everything that comes through it, is through this experiment where they're colliding atoms, and the accelerator, and just crashing, trying to make this sustainable energy source, and trying to come out with different ways. And you get to see also the news stations talk about it, about how, is this good or is this bad? And there's someone as well there. He's talking about how this could lead to like a multiverse of just different things happening and occurring. And you get to see just him explain that, where it's like these demons, these creatures that come into our world. And I'm just like, oh shit, this is what is gonna happen, everything's gonna just be spinning out of control, and they're gonna spawn. And I thought, okay, that's mainly what it's gonna be. But there's even more. There's more to it, because they have all these scientists, different engineers, all these people from different cultures, different countries, and they're all together trying to make this work. And there's just so much turmoil because they're thinking that they're trying to sabotage each other because they want to have, they want to go to war, they want to do something, and it's chaos, just utter chaos. And when they get it to work, it's like it kind of like teleports them. It's crazy. They appear in a different. They appear like on the other side of the sun. To me, that's crazy. Like they think that's just happened, but it doesn't. They find out that there's all these different things happening because of this whole clashing, and it's affecting them because they're in the ship and kind of like ground zero. The guy with the eye, holy crap! When you find out, like, how crazy was it when like the worm, like, because they're like the worms are gone, and you're like, oh crap, they're in him, and then he ends up dying. That was freaking crazy as hell. I think they did a really good job with all this stuff, and just the iterations of like what will happen if the accelerator just exploded and it causes there's the particle accelerator, and it just caused all of these different things to happen. So that in itself is just really incredible to me, and seeing as like the guy where they find like the woman inside the the vent. At first, they thought it was a creature. I thought it was a creature, and it turned out that it wasn't. It was actually like a woman trapped in there with like cables and like pipes going through her. That was freaking crazy. I did not expect that to happen. I honestly did not. So to me, that was like, holy crap, that's horrifying just to think someone was teleported there. And there's the whole thing, like, turmoil between everyone trying to figure things out. And then the guy who's fixing stuff has his hand against the metal compartment, and it gets sucked in, and he loses his arm, where it's like, what the hell? But he's like not bleeding. There's really nothing to say like what is possible and what isn't possible. Even their medical specialist, called Monk, the monk, he doesn't even know like what to think anymore. He has no idea what's happening or what to expect, and no one does. They're all trying to figure out a way to just get back home, who that lady is, and just how all of them relate, because there's just so much madness happening. And they start realizing going against one another. One of the guys, prints out a freaking gun, like overwrites it, and tries to kill the German guy. And it's utter madness, and I freaking loved it. There was just so much put into this movie where you get to see exactly how all of this got developed. And you kind of get to see certain glimpses, if you don't mind me saying, of exactly what is happening on Earth and exactly what transpired. Because there's creatures appearing and there's gigantic monsters, coming out. And I think they did a great job. Maybe they could have shown it, but at the same time, this movie wasn't so much about the horrors of the creatures, or they were more so about their actions and what led to it. So I didn't expect to see a multitude of like creatures or things like that, because that's not what I saw from the trailer what it was going to be. I thought there might have been a creature on board with them, but the twist was just like the particle accelerator, like all these physics, all these different things that were occurring were basically just at their fault, and just things changing. The crazy thing was, like, with dude no arm, when they're like fixing the ship and the thing, it goes around them. I was just like, what the hell? Like, is it alive? What's happening? That was freaking crazy to see. And then it just like takes him. Obviously, he dies. So all the way the different ways that people are just dying. Whereas one of them like exploding with the freaking worms. The other one with the I believe she might be from China. She's trapped and she drowns and then just like freezes in that room. That was just freaking crazy. They couldn't help her. Total fucking just madness. The way Monk dies, gets shot. The captain basically, you know, like saving them all, doing it manually, and just like wow, like holy crap, this was this was really intense. There was a lot of just fear of what was going to happen to them and if they could even fix the situation. But then even if they did fix the situation, what would happen? What exactly would happen? And you have this conflicting turmoil between the main character where she basically wants to stay in that world, in that universe, because her kids are alive. She wants to warn them. She wants to be there, and it takes basically the woman that they found in the ship, who basically goes crazy and tries to kill them all, so she can keep the particle accelerator there on her ship. In her universe to save her world, and that's what she basically goes goes crazy, hits her, and hoping that she just goes down to Earth, and that's it. But no, because of that, she goes back, and the way she dies as well is crazy as hell too. Uh, but I found this to be really amazing. Just the angles that they took, the shots. You felt this anxiety building up. You felt this emotional connection to this individual. So where you hear, they're, just families like down in earth, like just dealing with this devastation of what's going on with these creatures and not being able to contact them. Imagine having that fear. People have those have those fears, but usually it only occurs when like someone's not picking up their phone. It's like, hey, what's going on? Or the phone isn't working, or the internet's off, and it's like, oh man, I'm freaking out. Just imagine that, but on a grander scale. Think about that. Just the fear of that you're not able to communicate, and no less something horrifying happening, like attacks. Except in their case, it was monster attacks. These creatures, like the guy said in the beginning, there's these demons from other dimensions that could cross into ours, just wreak havoc. And no one believed them until it just happened. And just the thing is, like, a lot of people don't understand is that this movie, how like the whole connection of everything that's happening. So all those three movies are interconnected because they're all happening at the same time. Now, the first one is showing you from the perspective of people like on the ground, in the big city, what exactly they had to see and witness. The second one is like in the countryside of what's happening with families there, and the last one is showing you exactly how it happened, how it came to be, and that is just simply amazing how they were able to put that together. I like that. I thought it was going to be so, oh well, there, it turns out they're aliens because I saw like the ship breaking apart or something, like hit it, or what I thought happened. But it turns out no, that wasn't the case. They created the particle accelerator, and they created this and were able to cross creatures into their world. And I found that to be extremely fascinating because then we have a particle accelerator, and it kind of makes you wonder: did we do anything like that? Did us crashing, people crashing atoms together, create a different alternate universe? Granted, we don't have monsters, but then again, we do have this whole government thing, crisis that's happening basically around the world. These monsters, basically humans, and just their actions that they're taking. But who knows? Maybe nothing happened, but maybe there is a way to find out if something occurred with the particle accelerator. I'm definitely going to look up some information to see exactly what's going on. This is something that's really exciting and scary to think about, like what could happen. Uh, I I cannot wait for the next movie. Because the next movie, I believe, is going to basically show exactly like the aftermath. All those movies that you see, you can watch them back to back, which I pretty much intend to do. Watch them back to back to back. And just see, just just this mashup of like different circumstances, different outcomes, different events playing out throughout the world. And I cannot wait. I can't wait to see exactly where they go with this. Most likely, I'm thinking that there's just going to be the last one will be probably an all-out war between humanity and these creatures, and I'm just super excited to see that, to see exactly what they're going to be doing. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I bring to you some amazing content like Fusionverse and Reaction TV. Now, like I said, it's important that you subscribe. YouTube's taking away that whole, my monetization on, I believe, February 20th or something. So go ahead and subscribe. I need it. The links are over there. Links are there. Videos are right there. Go ahead and share it, watch them, enjoy them. I'm going to be bringing you all of this content as much as I can. So thank you all so much. Keep pursuing my dream. Keep pursuing yours. And I will catch you guys on another episode of Fusionverse. Take care. Bye.